And we're on a new recording. Okay. Hi, Lily. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm lovely, thank you. You're the first person, I think, to ask me that today. Thank you. So they just did their thing, so
What?
Ivan's back with the party.
He is?
Yes.
Oh, I wanted to fight him.
Wow, goddamn. You can still do that.
Okay.
Moving on. So we're gonna pick up with you, I think, that's that morning. So, I'm gonna say that night. So everyone's asleep, but you being an insomniac, you're kind of like, who else is awake?
Insomniac. Don't I take naps?
You take
Also.
naps, you just don't sleep.
Okay.
Because nap and sleep are two different things. So
Yeah.
you're kind of up in it. Are you in the village? Are you outside? Where are you?
I'll be in the village.
So as you're walking around, everyone's asleep. Horace is cleaning up his bar. Coin and Stolas are kind of just talking in like the town square. And you see these like bright lights coming from the coastline.
All right.
Where do you go
I
first? I'm gonna say you have not had your conversation with Coin yet.
okay. I'm gonna go to coin.
Okay. Just you can't say I. For the record, You
Yeah.
cannot say the name or the word or the main topic of discussion, but you
Why?
have
Oh.
because it's
Oh.
recording.
Okay.
Because that's the big DM secret thingy.
Okay.
So
What do I say? How do I phrase this?
you can just say "I know"
Okay. All right.
and walk away. Because we counted our informational thing as your conversation, but you can make it can just say "I know."
I know. And then just dip.
Do you want to make it canon so you know what he did too?
Like what exactly happened?
The bad things.
The bat. Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna say him and Stillis are talking, and he's like, "So, in blah blah blah, small talk here, blah blah blah, small talk there." Coin then says, "Yo, so when are we gonna go kill Kratos?" And Souls is like, "Oh, you're funny." He's like, "I'm not kidding." But then you start walking by, and then Coin looks over at you and says, "Oh, hello, Elaine. How are you today?"
Good. How are you?
"I'm great. What's up wrong?" Hold on
I
a
know.
minute. Someone's downstairs. Can I help you? I'm in my room. Just tell me when you're done so I can turn it off on my. So what do you on my side? Knock on my door. What? The laundry? No, I can do it like right now. All right, I'm back. So Elaine is confronted by Coin and is asked like, "What's wrong? Your behavior seems different."
That I know.
Do you just go, "I know," or like how do you
No,
say it?
no.
Okay, like okay. So Coin goes, "Are you all right?"
I am aware of who you are and what you did.
His eyes just widen and says, I don't know what you're referring to, Elaine."
I think you and me both know what I'm referring to. But
You should say exactly what I just sent you
you, where'd you send it?
on messages because I can't
Okay.
send things on the Discord because screen's recording. He just goes, "I don't know what you're talking about, Elaine."
I know that monster.
"I don't know what you're talking about, Elaine." It seems you're suffering from some kind of delusion.
Don't really want to get in your bad side, but I think you're the one suffering in the delusion.
I am under no delusion. Stolas just goes, should I be here?
Fine.
The only question that's in your head right now is, he doesn't know.
Okay.
You realize, like, wait, they don't know.
You haven't told anyone? Anyone at all?
There's nothing to tell anyone, because there's nothing to tell.
You're so pissed off.
No, he's like, he's pissed.
I don't want to be on the bad side of
You're not on his bad side. It's more of just the fact that it's like, you know.
Yeah.
What? 1 minute. Everyone decided to come downstairs at this exact moment in time. So he then goes, there's nothing to tell anyone, Elaine. Not a single thing. And if one of my brothers questions my authority and or my judgment, they will be judged as well.
Spooky man.
Woo!
Ooh.
So what do you say to that?
Wait, can you repeat what you said?
He then just says, I don't need to tell my brothers anything, because if my brothers question me and my authority, I'll question them and their judgment of why and who they are.
I'm sure you will.
Why do you go talk to that demon thing of yours? How about that? And he just referred to Loki as a thing.
You just call him a thing.
Would you rather me call him a monster?
I'd rather you refer to him in a polite, respectful manner.
I think I know your game here.
You either rephrase what you just said or else.
How about you just walk away, and I don't tell everybody what I just realized?
Fine, you have your little game. I'll be heading
Oh,
out now.
Elaine, I'm gonna win this game, one way or the other. Fairly well, have a nice evening. Take the coin with you, why don't you? And he goes, why don't you take the coin with you? For safety. And his, like, smile turns into a glare.
I don't think this coin makes me feel safe, but alright.
I mean, I can hold on to it. So it goes, oh, why don't you take my grimoire instead? Do you take the coin or the book? Book. One moment, though.
Like the book, and you know that.
He then just goes, I'm going for it. I'm gonna go grab a drink. So it's just,
Alright, you have fun.
Solus then just says, I'm so sorry about Colin. He's been moody all day for some reason.
It's okay.
Alright, why don't you go have fun with Loki? He's by the training grounds. No one's seen him for hours, but we think he's okay.
Check that out.
You might want to go do that. Alright, have fun.
Bye.
Oh,
Sure your
also,
brother
I made you a
doesn't
thing. Solus says, oh wait, also I have a present for you.
What?
Okay, so you take the book so much at this point. I decided why not give you a little satchel for it. And he hands you this it's kind of, imagine it like a scabbard for a book. Like the book just kind of like slips in and out of it.
Okay.
It's made of pure metal, so it can't be burned or melted.
Yeah.
You can just decide since you use it so much, you might appreciate it.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. All right, now have a nice day.
You too.
And from the distance, you just hear. You just hear.
Yell?
You just hear Loki just screaming, and you see
Alright.
these purple flames just coming off of about these these like small house-sized buildings just coming off of something and just attacking something.
Alright, I'm gonna go to the training grounds.
You just hear, and it's just this blob of fire.
Oh.
Do you scream like, what do you do?
Okay, am I at the training grounds right now?
You're at the training grounds, and there's just this massive purple flame just hacking and slicing.
Alright.
What do you do?
Loki here?
He immediately, the flame dissipates, and you just see not coin. Oh my god! You see Loki with his like flaming eye and like his like magma arm kind of thing. He's like, oh, hey Elaine, how you doing?
Really hard.
Yeah. When I used the coin, when this like rock thing happened, I was like, ooh, gotta figure out how to use that more. And then he just takes a deep breath, and it all just fades away.
Have you been taking breaks?
Do you want my honest answer, or I'm a good, healthy demon answer?
Honest answer.
No, I've been training for the last 38 hours straight.
You want to go have some food? Maybe
I'm honestly not that hungry.
go out on an adventure?
That actually sounds nice.
There's no use in
Just-
training if you can't put it to good use.
Just give me a minute to sit down. And he just hits the sand, and his skin is so hot, the sand around him just turns into glass. Just, ugh. I don't think and again, as you like kind of walk closer, you just get hit, like, you know, like when there's a fire and you just get hit with the heat?
I get hit with the smoke all the time at camping,
No,
and I hate it.
the heat, not the smoke, the heat.
Okay, yeah.
That, you just feel the, whoa, hello.
Ugh.
Like, even after it's been gone, extinguished, no more smoke, you just still feel it.
Toasty.
Exactly. Oh my god. It's weird seeing again. And he kind of just sits up and says, alright, I'm ready.
Alrighty, where do you want to go?
Do you need to go anywhere?
Not particularly. I'm just want to go somewhere else besides this town. Not really vibing with Coin right now, you know?
Everything okay?
Yeah, everything's fine.
Do you want to talk about it?
I'm good.
Do you want to talk when we're away from wherever we are right now, just because Coin could be listening?
Yes.
How about this? You know that like little weird wish thingy you got, right?
Oh,
He then just pulls out like a map of the night. Is it 9 or 7? 1 minute. Checking my notes.
I think it's okay. Well, I don't
1,
know
2, 3,
if
4,
you.
5, 6, 7. It's the 7 realms. Okay, so in this game, it's the 7 worlds, but 7 realms, same thing.
Okay.
He then just says, "Now we're gonna try something with your wish thing. If it's just wishes in general,
All right.
here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna lay," and then he just summons 6 like little. He makes 6 like not 6. Wow, 7 things of just glass. Pick one of these. I'm gonna shuffle them randomly, and you're gonna say, "I wish number 1 was here." Number what? So number 1 through 7.
Okay. I wish number 4 was here.
Oh no. Okay, I'll allow it.
Okay.
The glass becomes this black portal
Oh.
with this like golden like aura around it. Okay, you were just watching Elden Ring. Do you know what the Erd tree looks like?
Yes.
It has that kind of a yellow glow.
Okay.
Do you step into the portal?
I'd be very weary about it.
Loki then just says, "Cannonball!"
All right, now I'm gonna go in.
You just hear
This is gonna
whoomp.
kill me.
As soon as he jumps in, and as soon as you jump in, the portal behind you just vanishes.
Oh
And
no, that's not gonna end bad.
you just see these golden, so you see a lot of purples, whites, golds, blues just swirling in, not like a storm, like kind of like an ocean of just stars above you.
Okay.
This is probably the most beautiful sight you've ever seen. Loki, and you just look around and you're like,
Where
where?
are we?
Do you look down?
Sure.
You see you're on this glowing. It's kind of like a prism. It's like lights fading in and out of it, but it's a yellow tinted prism, like golden tinted.
Okay.
So as you look down, you just see what appears to be branches. And
So
as you
are we
look
in a
for and as you look forward and ahead, you see this massive trunk and leaves above you.
are we in a tree?
This is the world tree.
Oh, what now?
The world
Loki.
tree. You know, the thing that connects the realms. The
Oh.
thing that connects all space and time, including the minor and major realms.
Yes.
The thing that no mortal man is supposed to actually enter or else will be persecuted by death.
Oh.
You know, the thing that the Godslayers explicitly would never go to because they were unsure of the whereabouts of every living being in it.
Good thing I'm not a mortal man.
I have the short ends of both of those sticks. I am mortal and a man. Okay, let's just. I mean, I don't see anything.
I mean, no one has to know we were here, right?
No one knows we are here. There's
What
no
Coin
life.
doesn't know won't kill him.
Loki kind of just sits over the edge of on the edge of the branch and just sees how dark and deep this abyss is.
Be careful.
I am careful, don't worry.
Alright.
So,
I don't like getting hurt.
do you want to talk about Coin?
It's just a lot to unpack.
He then just says, "Come on, sit down, talk to me." He seems more mature. I'm telling you that. He seems way more mature.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Come on, talk to me. What's going on?
I don't know if I should just keep it to myself right now, or I mean, how
If you're gonna
sure are
talk to
you?
Loki, be as vague as you can.
Okay.
Remember, do not mention the names or the words.
Okay. So I know this thing about Coin, but he won't admit it. So
Okay.
I and he seemed very pissed at me that I knew a thing.
hmm
So there's that right now.
How bad is it?
Um, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd go about an 8.
An 8.
And I don't know if I really want Godslayer to be mad at me. So
Here's the thing with Coin. He doesn't like any of us. Let's be real here.
yeah.
He tolerates us at best. The only reason we're afraid of him is because, Coin. I mean, Stolas is way nicer than he is.
Yeah, he gave me this little thing for the book.
You have the book?
With me?
Do you have it with you?
Yeah.
Elaine, you have a
What?
weapon of god-slaying proportion just on your hip? Am I understanding that correctly? Hello?
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
I'm like,
Yep.
hello?
Yep. You are understanding this perfectly clear.
And as soon as you look at the book, your little dragon friend just goes, "Brrr."
Little
You,
buddy.
he just appears like, "Brrr,"
I'm gonna pat him on the head. I love him.
and he purrs. Loki just goes, so that's the thing that came from Safi?
Yep.
Hmm.
My little baby.
That's a demi-dragon. You know that, right?
I'm aware.
Just making sure. Just making sure. So, Okay, before we go anywhere further, as long as we're sharing secrets, I have a plan tomorrow morning that I'm gonna exact. Out of game, he did do this. He succeeded.
Okay.
He then says, I need to be completely honest with you for a minute.
All ears.
I understand I'm not the same Loki anymore. Again, hinting towards what I told you the other day, but that's out of game. But you don't know that.
Okay.
I'm not the same Loki anymore.
Loki, you're still Loki.
I'm a Loki, but I'm not Loki Odinson. I raised my sword to Thor, which is something I could not do. And I don't mean like, oh, like I couldn't do it because I'm weak. An Odinson cannot raise a blade to an Odinson. That's against natural law. It's like something in our genetics that doesn't allow it. Whenever Thor did anything to me, it was never with his hammer. It was with a mortal weapon. So
That's
realizing and seeing that I could do it, when I saw him, I realized, can I harm an Odinson? I'm giving the runaround here, but I plan on going to the Shadowfell tomorrow and getting my vengeance.
Oh.
Which is why I've been training so hard. But not vengeance on Thor. Thor only tried to do what Father wanted. Tomorrow morning, I intend to go to the Shadowfell and kill Lord Odin.
Whoa.
I don't care who gets the throne. I don't care who gets the throne. I don't care who's in charge, because that is not my home. Not anymore, at least.
If you ever need help, you can shoot me a...
Elaine,
Not a... Yeah?
I appreciate that, but Odin's power is incomprehensible. The fact that I can even use magic now is something that he's not going to see coming. The fact that I can see makes me deadly. Let's be real here. From what you literally saw me doing earlier today on the training grounds, that's not something Loki would have done. He was a
I didn't
pacifist.
really see much of him. I just kind of got mad at him.
Loki?
Yeah. No, not Loki. No. I was talking about, Thor.
Okay, because he's talking about himself.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I'm dumb.
He says, that's not something that Loki would have done. I don't hate Thor either. I'm not mad at him at all. He's my brother. That doesn't change.
Mm-hmm.
Odin was never there for me. So my plan is, after I, someone else is going to send the throne, and it's not going to be me. I'm done with the Shadowfell. I'm a demon, but I'm not going to have a home of hell. I'm going to go tomorrow, get rid of Odin, avenge my mother, and be done.
And after you'll come back to us?
Yeah. Because that way I won't have anything holding me back from going and killing the Forgotten. Let's be real, they're a problem.
Yep.
Every single last one of them is nothing but trouble. I don't care who they are, who they were, no matter what they are all going to fall to us. Because if they are willing to sacrifice so much as a human, as a demon, an angel, that's not right.
Totally agree.
And the fact that Thor works with them makes him no better. I don't plan to kill Thor, I just plan on taking rid of everything. You see, like, his eyes kind of just shift and change for a minute. And then he snaps back and he's like, okay, moving on. Sorry, tangent. Ugh. Sorry
It's
about that.
okay. Many of them too. What are you planning on? Wait, so hold up, out of character. Is Ivan back?
Ivan's back tomorrow. This is the day before.
Okay, so I don't know. Okay, what
So
do you plan
everything that
on
just
doing?
happened with Matt and Noah was tomorrow.
Okay, so Ivan's not back, so I'm gonna ask.
No, nothing has happened yet. No plans have
Okay.
happened yet.
What are you planning on doing with Ivan?
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I miss him.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't. I know what he did was wrong, but he was with us for 2 years. That doesn't change. We've all done bad things. And all that matters is I'm gonna send Eclipse tomorrow to get him while I'm killing Odin.
All right.
So while Odin lies dying, his son loses a member of their party.
We'll make sure that when Ivan gets back tomorrow,
Hopefully, tomorrow.
hopefully, I'll give him a nice glass of God's Blend.
You're better than me, Elaine. You really are.
I don't think that better than anyone
What do
really,
you
but
What do you mean?
nothing. Just self doubt kicks in.
I do know, believe me. Loki then stands up. All right, we wanted an adventure. Let's go on an adventure.
Alrighty.
He then starts. He pulls out his sword just for safety and defense.
Okay.
God, I gotta get rid of this thing soon.
The sword?
Yeah,
Maybe we can get you a new one.
I don't want it. Here's the thing, and he's like just swinging it in the air. This blade's perfect for me. It's meant for me. It's just something about its history that throws me off.
Hmm.
The fact that it was made for the next Dreadlord doesn't sit right with me.
Mm-hmm.
So, who knows? Maybe I'll get a god weapon or something.
I mean, maybe
You
you'll
have the
get.
book because Stolas likes you. Let's be real, the Godslayers don't like demons.
Yeah. Godslayers seem to be a little iffy with almost everyone.
Except for you, surprisingly. They basically fear you.
I don't know if that's a good thing.
It's a good thing for us. They respect Eclipse and Oriah, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Coin's never
I
spoken
even
a word to
met
me.
Oriah.
Coin's never spoken a word to me, so I know how he feels about me.
Who cares what Coin thinks about you? Coin's
Oh.
Coin.
I never said I care about what he thinks. I'm just acknowledging that he does not like me.
I'm just saying that you have me and almost everyone else in the party. Jinx loves you.
Yeah, I know. But that's beside the point. But back to the sword thing. I don't know, it's weird. It's a great weapon. And he kinda hands it to you. He's like, you wanna hold it?
Yes.
As soon as you grab it, it kinda it's like Mjolnir, it just falls flat on the floor.
Wonk.
And you're like,
Ooh,
what's wrong?
heavy.
Oh yeah, right. And he kinda just casually tosses it into his other hand.
Yep.
Hexblade. Forgot the whole thing. Since it's made for me, it's basically weightless to me. And you see he's just throwing it and spinning it in the air and he catches it.
Dang, you're strong.
No, I'm not. This thing's nothing to me. I mean, it's literally nothing. It has no weight. What is your weapon again, by the way?
Like the book or
Your actual weapon. Like, what's
Okay.
yours?
Do I need to get a photo for you? Since
No, Loki's asking you this because I don't think he's ever seen it.
okay, I'm trying to remember what I wrote.
Okay, what does it look like?
It's like I think it was like an instrument, but I didn't really write what instrument it
Oh,
was.
you're a bard.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm a bard.
So you don't have a weapon, do you?
Well, I could have an instrument that kind of acts as a weapon.
Well, I mean, not like a support. I mean, I not not as a support item. I mean, as like a physical weapon.
No.
Loki just goes, "Oh, I mean, maybe we can find out if you do." I mean, my personal belief is everything just has a spirit weapon that they just don't know about.
Be a fun adventure to go on.
I got time. Moving on. So, and Loki's just talking, but you kind of zone out a little bit as you
Okay.
see, as you're walking down this branch behind Loki, you just see images flashing around you, like kind of like memories,
My memories are just memories in general.
your memories. You see just this black everything and white and like glowing white figures just talking to you and like laughing with you. Like kind of like you can't remember what they are or what they look like,
Yeah,
but
that's what.
you know what they are, but you can't remember who they were.
Okay.
And you're like, is Loki seeing this too? Like you
Yeah.
freak out. You freak out a little bit. You're like, shit.
Uh,
You
so
good back there?
I'm doing great.
You see one of like a claw just kind of like reaching out and ripping out a heart and something.
Can I like try to like shoot it away?
Loki looks back. He was like, "What are you doing?"
Ah, fly!
Okay. You hear from behind you.
I would say, can I stab the air, but I don't have a
Sure,
weapon.
I'll allow it.
I don't have a weapon. I'm gonna
You can
take the
summon a
book
knife from
back.
the book. You can say, "I wish I had a knife."
I wish I had a knife.
You pull a knife out of nowhere and you just shank the air. The cloud just vanishes. Elaine, what are you doing back there?
Taking out the book.
Okay. So now you know, like he's really just not seeing what you're seeing.
Okay.
He's like, as you two keep walking, he's kind of just telling stories about his past and everything and how he met the party. And then you see something scary.
Oh no.
You see a picture of you and the other three.
Oh no.
Just in like a family portrait. You're at the bottom just smiling and like putting up peace signs while the other three are behind you looking disgusted. And you're worried Loki's gonna see this one.
Um.
And he's just like looking around, kind of like everywhere but the one place it is.
Wish there was. Can I like go to the book and say I wish there was a butterfly to see if I can distract him with a
Or you can
butterfly?
just say, I wish there was a gun.
Why? I don't want to shoot
I
anything.
don't want to blow Loki's brains out,
Yeah.
but
Distraction with a butterfly seems much better.
the butterfly dies. You know there's no oxygen here, right?
Did not know that.
You don't need to breathe, and Loki doesn't need oxygen.
Alright.
He just needs, like, substance.
Alright, so I'm just gonna like go on the other side. Or like talk to him on one side so he's looking at me on that side so he doesn't look at the other
Yeah.
thing.
So what do you say to him?
Well, I don't really remember much about anything really. I just take naps and forget.
That sounds like you're coping for depression.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, sometimes it's nice not to know who you were. I wish I didn't know who I was.
But then you don't really have anything to fight for. I mean, I'm just
As you say this, you can't help but look at the picture.
all right.
Like you're being like, oh,
Just kind of here.
your past is here to haunt you.
Did anyone actually love me?
People do love you, Elaine.
I mean, now, but when I was. I mean,
When you were alive.
yeah.
I have a question. It might be really offensive. What is it like to die?
I don't know. I just. Every day I wonder if someone actually wept at my grave. And if people visit it, or I don't even know what it is. If I have one, or. I don't know.
He then pulls out a piece of paper and starts writing.
What you writing?
Trust me, I have an idea. Keep
All
talking.
right. It's just. You don't. I don't know if anyone cared or how it happened or it's just oh what was that?
Oh, that's the sump pump. It's like the big white tube in my room.
You have the sub pump in your room?
Yup, I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, I have the sub pump down in my basement.
Well, I'm in my basement. Moving on. So he then just
Okay.
says, well, that's a valid question. You're a lot like my mother, actually. I know that's a weird thing to say, but you are a lot like her.
How so?
She asked me those same questions about would someone weep at her grave if she had to pass,
Oh.
or asked me and Thor if she would care if she died.
Hmm.
And then, obviously, now I can't go back home for long periods of time anymore, but that's besides the point. But
You're
those questions are all valid to ask.
mm-hmm.
Were you gonna say something earlier?
I was just you're going back home tomorrow, right?
Not for long. Well, a year or 3 for me, a few hours for you.
Maybe you can bring flowers for her.
I can't.
Okay.
I mean, I literally can't. I would first off be killing the man she married as her
Hmm.
son, and I would be killed on the spot if I was spotted there.
All right.
I'm I'm not talkative about what happened with me being banished. This is the first time he admitted he was banished. He did
Okay.
not leave, he was banished.
Oh,
I know I'm not open about it, but that's the reason I just
that's
don't go home.
understandable. I mean, no one really likes to talk about that kind of stuff. I mean, I don't
It's not that I don't
really
like
know
to.
anyone's business.
I mean, I know Jinx left on her own. Jinx chose to leave. I was removed. And you see he kind of like sinks into like his own head for a minute.
Hey, pat him on the back.
He then just goes, like he just goes, you are like Freya. But no, it's just, I know what it's like to not know what it's like to be gone from where you came from. Because I may be alive, but Loki Odinson of the Shadowfell is basically dead to everyone. My father made a whole cover-up about why I disappeared. But that's besides the point. We're focusing on you. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. This is good to be open and talkative.
Yeah, but it's only to you. I'm not open to literally anyone else. Jinx just found out about why I don't have eyes. Hell, Jinx just found out. I was in the hospital for 2 weeks. Not just, but you know what I mean. You were there.
Yeah. Sorry about not visiting sooner. I was
No, I
napping.
entirely get it. It's fine. I'm not mad at you for it. I needed that alone time. I did a lot of self-reflection. But you don't remember anything about your past? You don't
Not
need to tell me what you remember, just yes or no, do you remember?
out of character, yes or no. Like I know stuff, but
I'm
is it
letting
really
you choose if you want. You don't have to, you're not going to tell him what you want to tell him. But you can tell him
okay?
yes or no honestly if you want to.
Yes, I know some
Do you
things.
not know do you actually not know where you were laid to rest?
I don't know that.
I need you to trust me for a minute.
All right.
I'm going to hand you this paper and you're going to say, I wish this was reality.
Okay.
He hands you the paper.
I wish this was reality.
Both of you are immediately brought to this glowing white room with very nice padded grass and a singular golden obelisk.
This is nice in here.
It's not real, but I decided an idea is better than nothing.
Yeah.
All that piece of paper said was what I imagine your grade would be like.
Tearing up. I'm not crying. I'm not crying.
He then just says, my bad. I know it seems silly, but if you
Can I
want to
give him
say
a
it,
huge hug? Can I
he
interrupt
then,
him and give him a huge hug?
you can, but he seems really confused. He's like, what is this?
Just thank you.
He still looks really confused, and he kind of just pats your back, not knowing what to do because he's never gotten a hug. Jinx has like given him like side hugs, but he's never gotten like a full embrace. He's like, pat, pat, there, we'll find your cat. Moving on. But then he just says, I know it's silly, but if you
It's
want to say a
not.
few words to who you were, I'll give you some time.
Thank you.
He then just proceeds to walk out, or just walk enough away to not hear you.
All right.
Do you say anything to the tombstone?
You.
All right, all you.
No.
Go ahead.
All right.
Remember, be vague. And if you're gonna go after yourself, don't use names.
Just said F you. No,
Huh?
I said F you, but that was
Fuck
saying F
you.
fuck you, and then just
You don't want to say anything else to yourself. You don't want to be like, I am this now. I
no.
will
I
say
was
you see that there's like a weird reflection. So you are looking at what you used to look like.
okay.
Loki
Got it.
obviously did. Loki obviously didn't see this,
Okay.
but you're looking at yourself dead in the eye, like who you used to be.
All right. I'm gonna find a badass quote to say.
No, okay. Here's what I would recommend. Imagine this is you finally getting rid of who you were and accepting you're not that anymore.
All right.
What are the words you would say to that? Like, this is your final farewell to who that was.
Yeah.
Just, if I were you, just start talking.
I
If
can't
some,
take a minute to think.
you can take a minute to think, but if I were you, because this is a rant, this would so be a rant. Just want to make sure we're still recording. We're good. No, because
Having
the
a
last
rant on,
time, huh?
I said having a rant on recording is scary.
It's not like, okay, again, these are only for, like, the people in the group, but not everybody actively checks these.
Yeah, as you've seen.
Moving on.
All right.
The floor is yours.
Why? Why were you? I have no words for you. I have no idea what went inside your head, what you thought was good and bad, why you were did what you did. I don't even know what you did, but you obviously weren't like the others. You weren't like anyone else. Was it hard? Were you in distress?
You
How
seemingly
many
get a little upset it's not responding to you.
how many people loved you? How many people cared? Do you even know? Did you even stop to look at everyone around you and said, what do they think? Do you even care what they thought?
Again, the anger begins to build more.
You son of a bitch. I don't know anything about you, and yet I'm still so done with you. You're just. You've done it. You've done absolutely nothing, but in my mind, you've done everything. Every amount of suffering, all of my naps, everything is because of you. This is ridiculous. I don't even know what I'm blaming you for.
You then hear this voice. You're blaming me because you are me. That's why you hate me. Do you even remember your name?
Does it matter?
Does it?
Gone. Whatever it was, it's gone and not coming back. That name will never be used. No one will ever care or think to use it.
You'd be surprised.
I'm Elaine,
Are you,
and
though?
my allegiance lies with my party.
As soon as you say your name's Elaine, the reflection then says, Are you, though? I still haunt you. You have no closure from me. I can't tell what your opinion on me is. Do you feel sorry for me or do you hate
Funny, because that's exactly what I don't know.
me? The reflection stops responding, so anger begins to build again.
God damn it. Why are you hiding? Are you afraid of what I think of you? Why? Do you keep running? Why don't you just confront? Tell me everything. Tell me what I did, who I was, everything.
No
Past
response.
will repeat itself if I don't know, and I don't want to go back. Whatever this is, whatever, however you died, I don't want death like this again. You get your ass back here and tell me what happened.
There's no response.
I wish for a knife.
Okay.
I
Out of
stab the reflection.
out of thin air, you summon this prismatic knife.
Can I stab the reflection?
As you start trying to stab this reflection, it just looks at you and smiles.
I'm gonna calm down and get rid of the knife.
No, you're just going. You are hacking. You're stabbing.
Okay.
It then looks at you and says, "It seems history is repeating itself. Except I am a different carrier." The smile then immediately fades and stops responding again. Hello, Sub Pump.
All right.
What is your response to that?
I'm just at this point. Elaine's probably like tears and mad, but can't bring herself to swing another time. Just like complete and utter like defeat, but in an anger way, if you know what I mean.
I am going to say this. I will allow you to ask one question to her.
Oh shit. Okay.
And she has to answer honestly.
On recording?
Yep.
Okay.
Not okay, there's one about what she is. That's the limit.
Okay. Are you even loved by them?
One of them loved me. That's all I know. One of them cared for me in a way the other two didn't. One was busy planning. The other was seeking power. But he was the one who cared for me. He still seeks for you, Elaine.
Who?
The reflection stops responding. But as soon as you thought you were about to get answers, it stops responding.
What are you running from? Why won't you tell me? There's nothing to hide. You're dead. You can't get
But
hurt
you're
by it.
not. She
You're
then
gone.
says, but you're not. So you should then be like, you're dead, you're not running. But then she just says, but you're not yet. She's back to giving you like short, few worded answers. What do you say to this?
What did you think about them? What were your opinions?
They were monsters. Every last one of them. Even me. But that's what we have in common.
What about him? Is he as bad as I think he is? Is he?
I can't tell you that. I do assure you, some of your suspicions may be right. But hear this. We share one thing in common. And that you cannot change. And now she's saying that you two are similar, which is kind of like a what?
What do you mean by that? I am nowhere close to that.
You and me both doubt ourselves.
Nothing.
Unlike you, I became better than it. That's your next step, Elaine. Do you understand?
No in time.
Hmm?
I said, oh no in time.
She then nods. And then stops responding. Are you done talking to the statue, or are you still just chilling?
One more thing.
Alright.
Hold on.
Hello?
Fawr, hunan. And then I'm gonna walk away.
Wait, what are you gonna say?
Okay.
Wait, what are you saying?
Hwyl hunan.
What does that mean?
It means goodbye, old self in Welsh.
Oh, that's dope as fuck.
Yeah!
It then just goes blank-faced again, and the reflection fades.
I'm gonna walk to Loki.
He's just picking flowers.
Aw. I'm done.
I'm not yet.
Oh.
You had a point earlier. Why don't I visit Freya? Let's be real, I'm gonna be public enemy number 1 tomorrow. Might as well make the last time I'm gonna be her son worth it. Do you mind?
I don't mind at all. I have there's a flower that I always felt attracted to if you want to take those with you too.
What are they?
Forget-me-nots.
I have a better idea. Not to disrespect yours, but
My favorite flower.
he then summons his sword. A little party trick that Mother always taught me. With flame and earth, you can make magma. And with magma, you can create crystal. And with crystal, you can make a rose that's only native to the underworld. They are referred to the shards of Eden, or also referred to as the crystal glass, or the clear rose, or anything. But I just call them Freya. Fitting, I think. The last thing I'd do with this sword other than killing Odin. Making a flower for Mother. You see, he's like, his eye like tearing up a little bit. But he's like not noticing it because he hasn't cried in so long.
Oh, you be careful, okay?
You're coming with me. What are you talking about?
Hell yeah.
Literally. He then holds his sword, and you see he like literally cuts open a gateway to the underworld. You guys know I can do this, right?
Particularly, but it's cool.
Just making sure y'all know I can teleport.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, watch out for that.
Oh.
He then walks through the portal, and as you walk in behind him, you just see hell. Like worse than hell. Like, you see skeletal dragons just flying throughout the sky.
This is probably
Three
this is probably where my soul would have ended up.
three red crimson moons floating overhead with meteorites just crashing into the earth. And you see in front of you this massive black palace. That's where I'm going tomorrow. It's weird to be back here.
That
And
castle is huge.
yup, finding Thor and Odin was a fucking maze.
Needs that much space. With all due
Apparently,
respect.
well, Odin's also 50 feet tall, so that's gonna be fun.
What?
Yeah, Odin's a giant. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Odin's
Totally.
a 50-foot tall demon king. Those fuckers get big. But no, I grew up here. You know, this entire place like the back of my hand. You're still on like the outskirts of town, so he's kind of just looking. And he looks kind of sad. How did I come from this? I came from a land worse than the underworld. How am I better than Thor?
I've been doubting a lot about where I came from and who I am too, but I want you to know that that doesn't defy you.
I'm not saying it does, but it doesn't help either, knowing that I'm literally the son of the Dreadlord, the most feared thing in known history. I am a direct descendant of the definition of murder. I am a direct descendant of demons who believed that slaughtering humans was funny. At least I think. I don't know. I don't even know where I'm from anymore.
It's okay to not know.
I know, but it doesn't help.
Where you're going is more important, I think.
Where I'm going is when I die, I'm going to be right back here. Alright, we gotta keep a low profile. And then he kind of like flicks his hood up and he's like, we gotta keep a low profile. If people see that I'm here, I'm gonna die. And he's still being very secretive about why he was banished.
Alright.
And it's
Should
getting like
I kind of go into
concerning.
disguise, or am I fine? Am I
No one's
good?
gonna out you. You're a spirit anyways. No one's gonna be like, ooh, dead person? But no,
Alright,
I
I
feel like
didn't know if I should
Elaine's
just be a fox.
I
And
feel like
just
Elaine's getting kind of like sketched out by the fact that now he's admitting like if anyone sees him, he's gonna get killed.
if you don't mind me asking, obviously it's sensitive, but what, why did you get banished?
I was accused of a crime I did not commit.
Who did it?
Thor. It was the perfect crime too. A weapon so heavy it would crush a skull, and no one would know the difference between a hammer and a massive sword. She was innocent. She was innocent. And he had no right to do what he did.
So sorry.
That's the only reason I hate my brother. Because he took my mother away and blamed me for the crime. So he just admitted Thor killed Freya and blamed him.
Heavy shit right there.
Yeah, no, he's and he's still quiet about it. Like James doesn't even know that. let's do this.
All right.
And you see he pulls out a sword and busts down the castle wall. So he's not even being quiet. He's just breaking and entering.
All right.
All right, we gotta be
We're
quick with
doing
this.
this.
Odin's asleep. We'll be fine.
All right.
You see like 3 guards just rush him, and he just boomerangs his sword at them, and it just comes back to him. Like he's a man on a mission right now. He's not fucking around. He's just going. You don't even remember what the cemetery is. 2 steps left. 1 hallway right. Wait, why are we doing this? You can literally just wish us there, can't you?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
He writes down Freya's grave and says, do this. You know what to do, right?
I wish we were here.
And then, and in the Shadowfell, you see human grass. Loki looks confused.
Hmm?
He sees human grass in the Shadowfell.
Yeah. I'm
He just goes,
confused too.
what the fuck?
Is this how it always looked?
I wouldn't know.
Oh.
I've never been here.
I apologize.
No, it's fine. Why are you apologizing?
Sore subjects, bringing them up.
It's fine, honestly. If I'm not over it by now, it's nothing. But then he kind of just looks at the grave and falls to his knees. My mom. It's Loki. He then just drops his sword in front of the stone. I know what you must think of me. I don't know what your thoughts are. I don't know if you're proud or disappointed. But as much as I hate to disrespect you, I don't care. I don't care if you hate my decisions. I don't care if you support Father or Thor. I found my family. Thor, Odin, and you were not my family. And I know that. You were the only one that treated me like an Odinson. But Thor and Odin were the only 2 to show me I wasn't. And you see he starts tearing up a little bit. I'm sorry Thor happened to do this to you. And I promise he regrets it. And if he doesn't, I will make it my mission in life and death to make him hate what he did. I love you, Freya. And then he just sits up and goes, wow, that's tough. How would you do that for 5 minutes? I couldn't even do 30 seconds. I think it's about time we both head home.
Want to go get a drink?
Sounds lovely. And he cuts open a gateway, and you're in the tavern. And you both sit down. And for the first time, you and Loki are sharing a drink. And that is where we're going to end off.
Yeah, we did it.